down for this offense. Leaves it with the running back. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They moved the chains. They marked it at the 29. The Big Orange churning out those first downs on the ground, sort of like Arian Foster used to do.
Yeah, you couldn't write the script any better. Just pound the ball, establish the run game, opens up the play action, exactly how you want to run your offense.
Starting to feel a little pressure. Fires to the tight end. Strong, firm tackle.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
The give out of the gun. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
Now that's what you try to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
Motion from the offense. They'll try to run for it. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
They'll run for it on fourth down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down.
Man, first half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like you live in the analytics world, and I know people say go for it more often. I don't see the point in going for it on that one early in the game in that situation.
They make the stop, and this running game moves the chains as they get the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quick strike complete. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, King.
How about that? His second receiving touchdown of the ball game. Find ways to get your athletes the ball. They'll do the rest. That's number 2. They better start playing some better defense, or number 3 is coming soon.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Here he comes with the return. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Trying to make magic with his feet. Tripped up for the tackle.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
Wide out in motion. Looking downfield, it's Iamaleava. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Defense was not fooled by that screen to the back, and they'll stop him short of the marker. It'll be fourth down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
They'll go with the running game on fourth down here. The Vols get enough to move the chains.
You cannot make a bigger statement on offense than your head coach deciding to go for it on fourth down, deep in your own end, early in the game, and they get it somehow running the football. Wow.
Wide receiver shows motion. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Tosses it incomplete. Not sure exactly what went haywire there, but the timing was just off.
And that's your job as a defense, right? You got to find a way to disrupt the timing and jam wide receivers or get to the quarterback and make him feel uncomfortable, but you can't let that timing be easy and effortless. Nice job by the defense.
He's looking to throw. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
You know, it's difficult for QBs sometimes when you're throwing to your running backs because they're not receivers. You really got to be perfect with the ball placement. You got to make that a catchable throw. A little bit too tough for the RB on that one.
Now he's going to glide away from pressure. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
I'm impressed with this defense, man, because that QB is lightning fast. You see how fast that defender was able to get to him and force the incompletion? Wow.
Looking for a deep man. And that one falls incomplete. A huge stand by the defense.
That's a great job there by the defense here early in this game, getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now in great field position. Let's see what they can do here from a play calling standpoint to try to put some points on the board.
From the shotgun, the inside give. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter.
That's the end of the first quarter. Miami 14, Tennessee 0.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Back to pass, it's Ward. Pocket starts to collapse. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. The Hurricanes will hustle to the line. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. Third and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Trying to get to it. Quarterback extends the play. And it's incomplete, and the defense holds.
Great coverage on that fourth down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
Dances away from the heat. He turns it loose to the left. And he pulls it in at the 15. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9. They'll try to get it in with the run. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And a great job by the linebacker. You can tell starting to crowd the line of scrimmage, get up there in the line of scrimmage, see it, diagnose it, get in the backfield, get the running back on the ground for the tackle for the loss.
To the air. It's Iamaleava looking to buy time. And it's caught! Touchdown, Volunteers!
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
Lining up to add another. And after the extra point, they cut the lead in half, down 14-7. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. Oh, he's going to take a chance and bring it out. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then the defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with...
He'll take a deep shot here. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. Running toward the tape. And he'll take it in. They couldn't get him on the ground. Touchdown, Miami.
If I'm a play caller nowadays, man, I want more guys like this. Just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with his hands, using his speed to do the rest and get into the end zone.
The returner's going to try to see what he can get. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can...
And the ball is picked off.
I tell you what, it puts you in a tough position when you're backed up inside your own 20 trying to come out. But when you're at defense and you can force a turnover and you already set your offense up in scoring position, they are going to be extremely happy.
Touchdown, Hurricane! Pulled it in and just kept right on running to the hallelujah land. Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
Miami 28, Tennessee 7.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner will be knocked down. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quick.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
They get him down after the scramble, but he's able to pick up a few and turn it into a positive play.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes that do it with ease.
He's run out of bounds with a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
There's got to be a sense of urgency for this offense right now. They're trailing. They're going to be kicking off to open the second half. So they need points. They need to go tempo. Maybe that last first down gets them a little bit of confidence.
On the run, fires downfield. It's caught downfield. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football. Had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Well, I don't know what the quarterback saw on that last play, but he made a pretty quick decision that he was just going to tuck it and run it, and his offensive coordinator is glad he did. How about the speed by the QB on that play?
We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. Back to throw, it's Iamaleava. Gets it to the back. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first. 3rd and short from the 22. Is the field goal unit getting ready, or is this already 4-down territory? They'll try to run for it. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, they're just trying to run the ball, but that time there was absolutely nowhere for the running back to go, and as a result, that's a tackle for loss.
He'll throw it. And they stop the 4th down pass. The defense gets off the field.
And that is a big-time drop right there. 4th down, opportunity to catch it, maybe get the first down. That is tough to swallow, but as a QB, I got to walk over to him and say, listen, dude, we're going to need you later on. I still believe in you.
Pressure coming. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. How about that alert play from the defense to corral that fumble? And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
And that is exactly how you draw it up. You get to the quarterback, but you get the football out. You hit him, you try to rake it out. Great job by the defense, getting the sack, getting the fumble.
Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. On 2nd down, wants to throw. And that's going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He'll be stopped just short the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
And this is why defensive coordinators lose sleep at night, because guys like this have the football in their hand almost every single play. 3rd down, nothing open. He makes it happen himself. Now set up with a great scoring opportunity with 1st and goal.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And you got to get locked in the red zone. A lot of defensive coordinators, they'll tell you, we'll give up yards, but we got to understand what we're trying to get accomplished. Great job down here near the goal line. This defense both.
And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12.
Yeah, in this part of the field, man, those windows shrink, and it's hard as a quarterback sometimes to really force yourself to throw the football. You're sitting in a good spot in 2nd and goal. Just throw that thing away. Don't take the sack and put you in a bad situation.
On 3rd and goal, they'll throw it. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown ball. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they trail by 2 touchdowns, 28-14. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the 1st half. Quarterback checking off. Trying to start the drive with a pass. He fires to the left side. It's complete. A huge pickup. Touchdown, Canes. And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board.
35, Tennessee, 14.
Let's see what he can do with the return. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Running out of time here in the 1st half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking to go up top on 1st down. Extending the play. Looking down the left side. Oh, and he gets downfield with the big catch. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Going back to the well, another deep ball. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. And that'll bring us to the end of the 1st half as we head to the studio for halftime. The Canes will line up to kick off and start the 2nd half. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on fourth downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too.
It's a nice game, but the big theme here is they just haven't been able to get the run game going on offense. They've been very one-dimensional. They're just not being physical enough at the point of attack.
Looking downfield, it's Iamaleava. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. He'll fire back across his body, and it's intercepted. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Wide receivers, you know, they might at least have a hint of diva in them, right? Like they're always open, aren't they, according to them? And I tell you what, it's hard to be a quarterback because when they do throw that hand up there, you want to throw them the football. You want them to have confidence. You want to force feed them. You want them to really have that confidence at an all-time high. Sometimes you force them a little bit too much. The defense takes advantage of it like they did right now.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. On second down, he'll let it fly. Looking for the end zone. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third.
Man, as a quarterback, you've got to be careful. He's lucky there. If you miss high throwing over the middle of the field, oftentimes that results in interception. So lucky that ball was incomplete.
Let's see what they've dialed up on third and long from the 22. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. He'll try to take it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. And now the offense will come onto the field again. From the gun to give, looking for room. Picks his way ahead, pick up a 3, gets it to the 20-yard line.
Small gain, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
He'll try to do it himself. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
I mean, these quarterbacks nowadays can run so fast. Think about who you've got chasing them. Defensive linemen, those big old defensive tackles, defensive ends, linebackers. They can't catch him because they're faster than them nowadays. So much speed, so much electricity now with these guys.
A shot toward the end zone. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. Second down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. To the air, it's Iamaleava. The sweet feet buy a little time. He's not afraid to go deep. It's caught, and what a job to get the foot down and make it a huge gain along the sideline. And the Volunteers are flying down the field. He'll pull it on the read. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decision.
And he will take it in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being caught. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. You got to figure something out. You got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire. You might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
The give to the back. At the 40, there he goes. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense.
And a great job by the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right at the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big game.
Comes out throwing on first down. Now improvising. Going to try to get it himself. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup. Second down coming up. Quickly complete. Open runway ahead. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Miami.
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Bishop. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
Fires downfield. Got his man. All kinds of running room. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down. Another big play on the outside, and that's the thing that historically has gotten Rocky Top rolling.
It's so much fun to watch playmakers outside that they can run by you and go make big plays. Opens up the whole field, the whole offense, and this Orange fan base goes absolutely bananas.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller's going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Going up top. And he makes the catch inside the 10. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a first and goal. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. He'll do it himself. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the third.
Brings up second and goal.
They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. They'll keep it on the ground to the left, stiffing the goal line. He pushes his way down to the floor as they get closer and closer.
I don't know about that play call, man. Your quarterback's already thrown 3 TDs in this game. Pollock, let him cook down here.
Yeah, I mean, trying to show some balance, but he has had a great day. I trust him. This is a good situation. I'm going to put the ball in his hands, and I'm going to let him throw this football and get a touchdown.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Sampson. Touchdown, Volunteer! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. An 84-yard drive there. And they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. If they're going to pull off this big rally, they'll need to get this one back. They line up for the onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. The give from the gun. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Across the 25, he's got room. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Hurricane.
I think the days of running backs just running downhill are out the window. You better be able to do this. You see the playmaker slip him out of the backfield, throw him the football, he'll handle the rest, get in the end zone for the touchdown.
And he made the extra point without problem. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
28.
Returner will field it and try to get some field position. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous.
Gonna take a shot at this DB. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
At this point in the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out.
Trying to beat the D deep. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Trying to take it back. He's at the 20. He steps out of bounds, but not only does he get the ball back, what a return to set up his offense.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Quarterback checking the play. To the air on first down. Out of the backfield, he's open. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
An outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now late in the game, you got the lead. That first down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with the dub.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and leading the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
To throw, it's Ward. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Needs to get it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Canes! And the route is on.
It's another good decision by the quarterback. You've got to be impressed here. On that one, he finds his tight end, but all game long, whether it's receivers or running backs or tight ends, wherever the best one-on-one matchup has been, he's been able to take advantage of it, and that's why they've been able to score so many points.
Tennessee, 28.
He'll bring it out. It's Bishop. He's got great speed. This guy makes you hold your breath when he gets the football in his hands, and that last line of the break up this drive with the pass. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. And he's got it inside the 30-yard line. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. Big play offense, and it has them threatening now. 1st and 10 from the 25. Here we go. He wants to throw. Buys a little time. Fires on the move. He's open on the right. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep.
One of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on the run. And he's a guy that's looking to throw. He's not looking to take off himself. Showed you that accuracy on that play to get the first.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown ball.
Yeah, and listen, that is awesome. You see the guys continue to fight, continue to keep competing because this game is over. Like, we don't need to fool y'all. We're not trying to get y'all to stick around and improve ratings. Like, the game's over, but you're continuing to fight. You powered in for the touchdown and show your kids that we're going to always fight no matter what the score is.
The deficit is huge. This one is all but over, but they'll keep trying and line up for the onside kick. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Already find a hole in that secondary. And he'll be run out of bounds, and these guys are piling up some serious yardage totals. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Release to the back. Got it! Touchdown, Miami! And the beatdown has ensued. They'll try to add another to their lead. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Miami 63, Tennessee 34.
Coming out with it, it's Bishop. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we'd have just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David. But I'll say this, if you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You got to lock in. You got to take the week of practice very seriously and find those positives that you can build off, David, that you're talking about.
Throws to the wideout. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. Oh, he would have loved to pick up a few more yards on that return, but they've still got it at the 31. Short fields make successful offenses just what they want here. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And defense nowadays, they don't look at stats of what is the yards per rush. They look at how many negative plays they can create. Because why? Now you look at second down, man, it just became very predictable for this offense. Nice job creating the loss on first down.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard of excellence.
Just dominate. You know you're going to take care of business. You know you're going to win. It's like how many? How many can I win by? And I like that you keep your foot on the gas and just continue to pile it on. It's their job to stop you. Let them do their job. You just keep going on.
It's not about the X's and the O's. It's the Jimmies and the Joes. This is why recruiting is so important in college football. They just had better players, more physical, they were faster, and it showed today.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.